this is it. We made it. Cars here at the show now. Show hasn't started. It's still a couple hours left before the doors officially open. There's still some people rolling in, but so far it's been a trip just to hear everybody look at this, hear everybody talk about this car and see it and smile. And it's been very cool just to see the reaction thus far, just from the people that have cars at the show here. So I can't wait until the doors open so that the rest of the world and the rest of LA can see it, and they're gonna trip out over it. It's either gonna get a really nostalgic and great reaction, or there's gonna be a lot of people that just have no idea what they're looking at. But I think that's something that's necessary for car shows these days, you know? You gotta see something old and something new. But this is the ultimate nostalgic piece right here. And I'm so glad to be able to bring it out one more time. What happens after this, who knows? But I'm glad I was able to get this together and get this car out for you guys to see. I hope you enjoy seeing it as much as I enjoyed putting it back together and bringing it out here. I got so many good friends that helped me out with this thing along the way, and a lot of luck, I guess you can say too. But it's been amazing.
It's so bright.
Yeah, it's got so much presence.
You don't have the license plate that says hate to lose?
What is it?
Hate to lose? H8. Two. Are the doors open?
Yeah, everything's unlocked. No way to keep anything closed.
Oh shit.
What was that? It was 104 days, right? They had the wet t-shirt.
Yeah, still. Jeez. How old is this thing? At least 20 years. At least 20 years. I'd say like 21, 22.
90, 95, right?
Yeah, front wheel. So far back.
Yeah. Oh, those are Kia, bro. Yeah. Original. This out tomorrow.
Switches?
Oh no, they're different. Ray-Brick? Another Ray-Brick or Kia? The cats. Oh damn. Cats, like off-road. So that's what we can get more midnight.
Set up now. Car's nice and dirty. Got the display board that I showed you guys. Ryan working the booth over here. Sure. Check out this Hako right here. To the naked eye, it's just a red Hako 2000 GT. But do you guys notice anything weird about the interior? You see the license plate, that will make a little bit more sense to you as to why the steering wheel is on the left side. This wasn't uncommon back in the day, but definitely rare to see in America a left-hand drive Hako. This thing right here is absolutely amazing. So a Chaser built by one of the Utah's friends, one of our buddies from San Jose. And it is not only a incredibly well-built show car, it's actually a drift car.
Dude, that's just all that shit, bro.
1100 horsepower 2J, or is it 1J? Straight drift car, fully caged. Got 4 Sparco seats in it. This fabrication work is pretty insane in this car. They brought it out to Wekfest San Jose one year when it wasn't even painted and didn't even have doors yet because he just wanted to show off the fab work. The Car Modify Wonder Shadow Aero Kit. Work wheels. It's painted British Racing green.
Due to the pandemic, it's been a while since we've been here. So we've had a lot of time to be able to put a lot of effort into the apparel that we sell here. If you guys notice, it's a little bit different than what we used to sell. It's not your typical t-shirts with print on it. We've actually put a lot of effort into the design, custom dyed. Everything is cut, dyed, sewn, made here in LA. Some of the brands that you guys probably are used to and wear are made in the same place, that factory that our stuff is too. So if you haven't already had a chance to purchase it, you want to come take a look, that's what we're selling here. Thank you guys for being here after the pandemic. I know that it was hard for some people. A lot of us kind of just felt caged in, so it's nice to finally be out, kind of express to you guys our lifestyle. That's what we're trying to do here with this show, the apparel, everything that we do. I also wanted to introduce to you guys, if you haven't heard of them yet, Brand Gardens and Seeds is who we have here with us today. They kind of have a similar style as we do, so that's the reason why we wanted them to be here with us, so you guys can get a taste of what they offer. So I'll go ahead and hand this over to Joey. Thank you guys again for being here.
How many of you guys are here for the first time? Nice. We got a good group. That's why you guys are standing up front. How many of you guys are from LA? Most of you guys. How many are you guys from out of town? You're from here. Get out of here. Welcome back, everybody. It's been an interesting few years, and it's nice to be able to get everybody back together again. To see all these faces, see all the new cars, some of the familiar builds, and it feels like home. And Los Angeles is our home base, and we want you guys to have the opportunity to showcase your hard work and all the time you've dedicated to your cars. If you guys look over to my left, there is what appears to be a very old beat-up yellow Civic. How many of you guys have been around since the 90s messing with cars? So you guys know that car. There's a lot of guys in here that still have nightmares because that car in the late 90s and early 2000s was the Mike Tyson of the car industry. It won everything. It toured the country. It had an amazing run. And the owner let go of the car over 15 years ago. They left it to rot. But I was able to bring it back and resurrect it for this show, just to show you guys a different time. Because cars like that are important, because they're filled with stories. They're filled with your stories, they're filled with my stories. And it's been so great to hear everybody talk about that car again. It doesn't look great, it's deteriorated quite a bit, but that car is iconic. And I hope that in 20 years from now, people will talk about your cars the way that people talk about that car. Because that car is revered, and everybody has so much respect for that car. And I want you guys to be able to accomplish things and build things that people remember. And I'm glad that everybody is here. Wekfest is a different type of car show. We don't do the dance battle stuff. We care about cars, we care about car people. We don't do car shows to meet girls. We're not here with the lights off. We're about cars, and we're about enthusiasts. Why are you cringing, John?
Because you said the new girl.
About the girls? I mean...
They're like my daughters, bro.
You have a daughter?
No, but I'm saying they're like the age of my daughter.
We don't do car shows to meet girls. Most of us are old. We're old. And it's interesting that we're working with a company called Gardens and Seeds. All of us at Wekfest, we have roots in this industry. Easily, we've been here for over 10 years. We've been in magazines, we've judged cars, we've built cars, so we know what we're looking at. So don't be afraid to tell us about your car, but understand that we know what we're looking at already, and we understand quality, and we understand how to build an award-winning car. Thank you to everybody for coming out today. I appreciate you for being here. If you guys have something to say, we'd love to hear it. And I want to hand it over to John because he's got some more rules and stuff to tell you about, but everybody have a great time. Is there kids here?
Yeah, there's one right in front of you.
Oh, this is Los Angeles. Show them what the f you're about. The world is watching you. Thank you. QJ swapped A90 Supra. They did a good job with the engine placement because it's a nice low profile and it's pretty far back over the wheels. So. Nice fab work. Here. Nice. This is Top Secret Supra owned by John Fobb. Or it's originally built by SP, or the engine was built by SP. Stuff. Nice coils. Oh no. Battery's supposed to be disconnected. See how wide it is. What happened there?
first place. This might be the first time the JZX 100 has ever won Best of Show. Dynamic Auto Works, Adam Mao, Bay Area, Toyota Chaser. 1100 horsepower drift car. The car's not even a show car. The man drives this thing.
HKS wide body seatbelt?
I just don't want to walk because I don't want to take stopping. And then my team is down there.
It's a wrap on this one. I don't know if I was able to get a whole lot of footage, but it's been a fun experience with this thing. Time to put it back into storage. That he was just a scrub when LJ was out, you know, so now he got a nice car, so you want to take a picture.
Better than yours now.
Right?
It only took 20 years.
Yeah.
But it's okay.
No, I was idolizing him. I'm like,
Oh, I know.
No, when I said, I told Joey, I want some people to remember my car, which is slowly doing that, right? But he was the first one.
Yeah, man.
Right there.
Get it.
I really want to get, I don't want to rush it. I was serious.
Especially this weekend too. Well, that was it for that show. I'm very thankful to everyone who came out to see the car. I'm glad that everybody was so excited to see it. I honestly went into it with no expectations. I had a really good feeling about it leading up to the weekend, just because I think there was always a little part of me that was a little nervous that the car wouldn't make it for whatever reason, or we were missing something, or something unfortunate was going to happen where the car didn't make it to Wekfest. And so stoked that everything fell together. And it shows that, you know, when you put hard work into something, it pays off. So I'm super stoked that everybody got to see the car. Very excited to see people's reactions to it. I honestly was expecting to see some negative reactions, but it seemed like everything was overly positive, and it seemed like everybody that saw the car understood why it was there. Like, nobody looked at the car and questioned why it was at Wekfest or why it was one of the centerpieces of the show. So I'm really happy about that. And it was amazing just to hear so many stories from all the older car guys about their interactions with LJ's car, you know? One of the coolest things about it was talking to people and seeing how they reacted to it, especially the guys that remember the car from 20 years ago. And a lot of the guys were pretty funny because they said that they had nightmares about this car back then, because they used to compete with this car and they used to always lose to it at car shows. And now seeing it again so many years later with their new builds or with their new projects, and now seeing the car on the show floors again, it gave them this weird nostalgic feeling, but it made them happy, but at the same time it brought up a lot of bad memories, I guess you could say. But it was all in good fun. And dude, I can take a deep breath now, because everything worked out, and it couldn't have worked out better. I wish I would have been able to get more footage. I wish I would have been able to record some more video of people telling their stories about LJ's car, but it was one of those things where I didn't want to make people feel uncomfortable with the camera in front of them, because not everybody is good on camera, like me, and not everyone is like as candid when there's a camera in front of them. So I really wanted to take some time and just talk to the enthusiasts without a camera, and to hear their stories, and to allow them to be unfiltered in the way they talked about the car. And it was a beautiful thing. So that's a wrap on this one, and I'm so happy that everyone got to see this car. It's now raining. We were gonna take the car back today, but we don't want to trailer the car back in the rain and anything happen to the car, so I'm gonna let it sit here for the rest of the night, let it get a free car wash. The rain's making the car look kind of good now. Look at that. Even the tint is like kind of clear now with some water on it. But we'll take the car back, and then for the foreseeable future, it's gonna sit in storage. It's gonna go back under the covers until Angel figures out what to do with it, or I'll talk to him and see what we can do. Do I want to own the car? A very small portion of me does. I imagine it to be like keeping one of your favorite toys on a shelf, and you could just look at it and enjoy it for what it is. But do I have the shelf space for this type of toy? No, I don't right now. So we'll see what happens to it in the future. But for now, that's a wrap on this one, guys. Thank you so much for coming to the show. And thank you to all of you who watched the video and enjoyed the last two episodes focused on this car. And we'll see where we go from here.